Hi everybody, I'm Ed.
And I'm Barb. Welcome to the ARTyRV Glass Studio Livestream tonight. We're so happy to see everyone here. We got a great show tonight and a lot of great questions already.
Right, Barb, and I tell you what, I don't know about the rest of you, but it is 101 degrees today, Barb, plus the humidity.
I hope everyone's staying cool.
I hope so.
And welcome tonight. We'll do a Q&A, and Ed's got a glass chat and a couple of glass cutting demos.
Yeah, so we'll be cutting some glass.
I don't have any glasses. I can't wear any eye makeup, so, but yeah.
But
I'm
boy,
excited.
can she see much better.
I can see so much better.
Yeah, I think it's going to be well worth it.
Yeah, when I get the other one done, it's going to be a beautiful thing. I can see white is white now, blue is blue, pink is pink. So I have one eye done, and the other eye, everything is tinted like a beigey, greeny color. So.
But it's coming all together, and in 2 more weeks, the other eye will be completed, and we'll be rocking.
Yeah, we'll be rocking.
And thanks, everybody, for all your well wishes to Barb.
Yeah, we appreciate them. And that was the simplest surgery I've ever seen. So thank you for the well wishes and the great vibes. It helps. You want to go? We can go ahead and, the heat index is 116 in Arkansas. Oh,
wow.
My gosh. You guys
man.
Stay safe out there.
Yeah, stay safe. Drink plenty of fluids, everybody. Make sure you do. Because that is, that's really hot.
It is.
So, yeah, Barb, let's get a question going here and see what we can...
Yeah, Barry had a question. He wanted to know, art glass can be so different from sheet to sheet when you buy, say, bullseye glass. Do you have it shipped and hope it works for you aesthetically, or do you hand pick at the glass?
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. Years ago, you used to be able to go to different suppliers and hand pick your glass. For us, we would have to travel about probably 600 miles to go do that. So, but what I've found over the years is that we have purchased sample kits of all the different manufacturers. So it makes it much easier for us to go through the sample kit and then also request samples from our suppliers. And they don't mind doing that. But what I've found is that usually if you have a part number of a glass that you really like, your supplier will be able to send it to you. Years ago, again, we used to be able to go pick up glass and we would, load it up, put it in the back of the truck and bring it home. And we hand picked it just for the particular projects that we were doing. And so now though, we'll use sample kits, and I will request my suppliers to send me samples of the glass so that I can match it up with my samples. So, and I think the hardest, probably, I don't know if Spectrum has or Oceanside has a sample kit. They might, but I use my Kokomo sample kit and my Whism sample kit, quite often.
Mm-hmm. But if you're lucky enough to be near Whism, or you're lucky enough to have a stained glass supplier close by all means, go pick out your glass if you can, because there's nothing like being able to see it.
Yeah, there's nothing like being able to see it and slide it out of the rack and say, you know what, well, that's perfect for what I'm going to do for this horse or this frog or just to make me smile, I'm going to buy this piece of glass.
But I can say for the last 2 big jobs that we had, we went and picked out the glass. So yeah, we do that, but we can't do it for every single job. But for the big jobs, we would go and hand pick
We'd
the
travel.
glass. We'd travel to go get the
And that's always fun too. Make a weekend, make a week up, make a few days of it anyway.
Yeah, you build that into the price because you're picking out, when you're doing a big job,
you want that.
You have the time to go
and pick you want that very specific glass for that specific order, and you want it to be, that glass. And so we find we have a lot of fun doing that. But we also end up, if you look at pictures online, those pictures were probably taken 10 or 12 years ago. So yeah, the sheets are, you're going to be sadly disappointed when you get the sheet in the mail because it'll have the same color combinations as what you see on the samples on their website. And some of them are pretty close, you know, but a lot of times you may be disappointed at the part of the sheet that you get if you're just buying small pieces.
So I would say for a job that's, you know, $5,000 or more,
Go pick out your glass.
go pick out your glass.
Yeah, I mean, if you...
But, you know, because you're going to be using a lot of it.
Yeah.
And if you make a mistake, that's going to cost you a lot of money.
Shipping will eat you up. So a little minivan or a truck and you're in.
Rebecca wanted to know how to give super stickers and super chats.
That's Barb's department, Rebecca.
If you go to the bottom of the live chat, there's a little $sign there. Just click on that and it gives you options. And we do appreciate all the super stickers and super chats.
We sure do. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys so much. It helps us and helps us bring you fresh content every week like we want to. I think.
Yeah, it does. You know, Barb and I don't know about y'all, I'm sure you have too. At this time of year, we all work in the yard a little bit, pulling weeds and stuff like that. So we've been having fun the last couple of days working in the yard. Barb can't bend over or she can't, you know, like put her head down or anything because of pressure on the incision. So she's been directing me really well in the garden these last few days, and we've been having fun.
Yeah, that when I went to have surgery, the nurse said, "Okay, you can't do dishes for a week. You can't do dishes.
Yeah.
You can't do laundry. You can't clean the house, and you cannot go to work." And it was like,
That's right. And she didn't.
wonderful
She
thing.
didn't even get to go back to work till Thursday of this week.
I'm going back to work tomorrow because I have some orders to get out, and I have some video to do.
And so she's not listening, but it's okay. She's healing really well, guys.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm listening otherwise. Okay, let's get on to some more questions. Let's see. Is Ray here yet? He's not here
Ray's
yet, but
Ray's
that's
not here
okay.
yet. That's okay.
Karen.
Hey,
what you
Karen.
got going on there? Okay, let's see what we have here for a question.
So we did a little bit of changing around before we started the live stream tonight, and I think I like the position of the camera much better. It's easier for me to talk to you guys. So, and I think it's easier for Barb to talk too.
Yeah,
so.
I think it is. Yeah. And next week we should have the sailboat up so you guys can see it.
Yep.
We're working on some things with that sailboat, actually.
Yeah, we are. That's right.
Maybe we're talking about letting that, doing a pattern of that panel, right?
Yeah. Well, that I have to draw it. There's Ray. Hey, we
Okay,
have to
Ray.
draw it.
Hey,
and
Ray.
hey, Ray.
Let's
Good to
give
see you,
Ray-
buddy. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Everybody, Ray's in the house. Let's give him a big thumbs up. Miss Mary just left to go for a walk. And but she's a smart one. She stays in the grass. And Karen, thank you,
Karen. That is so sweet of you. Thank you very much.
And those of you that Karen was kind enough to purchase 5 ARTyRV memberships last month,
she's
and
so
so we
sweet.
appreciate that very much.
Karen's working on some pretty exciting projects.
She's working on some pretty windows.
I
Woo!
saw the pictures. I guess you're going to share those with us
I
at the
hope
viewer
so.
showcase. Bobby's working on a interesting project. She's doing bicycle tire sculpture.
Yeah, and I'm
glass.
really interested
So-
in seeing that, Barb.
So I hope everyone will contribute to the viewer showcase. coming
Yeah,
up.
because you can. I guess you can wrap copper foil around the spokes on a rim of a bicycle and then attach glass to it. I don't know, but it sounds really interesting, Bobby, and we definitely would like to see that during the viewer showcase next month.
I think we need to leave the orange on there. Is
Okay.
that the orange
Let's
we
leave the
want?
orange one up
Orange.
tonight.
There you go.
Okay.
That's good. No,
That-
that matches Karen's.
Max, Karen's donation. Thank you so much, Karen.
So can I reply to that? What is that? What is that? Okay. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Okay, maybe I shouldn't hit that. I don't know. Okay.
We're still learning like everybody else.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go,
Now,
Ray.
did I-
Look
thank
at that,
you, Ray.
buddy. Thank you, buddy.
Ray.
Thank you. Thank
So
you very much.
do I have a question? I missed the question, I think. Question. Specifically.
Hi, Carol.
Okay. if I'm plating next to the edges, how do you handle the variation in width when putting on the frame? Okay, can you please explain the process of spot plating with copper foil work, adding additional layers of glass on the back of the parts of a piece to create specific colors, like Tiffany did?
Well, you know what? You just explained it. That's exactly what the process is about, is stacking glass in order to create a very specific color. And, Tiffany did do this, and he was really good at it. The other thing is sometimes in between those platings would be a small painting or something just to catch your eye as the light came through behind it. So, and Carol, you know what? If you're going to be plating on the end, what you have to do is you're just going to have to cut the plating in so that the frame will butt up to it. You're not going to be able to block it and do all that.
Yeah.
What you're going to have to do, Carol, is just bring your plating in so that the frame, when you do put it up against it, or when it goes into the frame and the installation part, that your plating is beyond it. You know what I'm saying? It's not touching it. Because you don't want to, I don't think that you want to try and do any plating vertical, because that's going to be really tough.
Yeah, what Ed said, cut it back.
Cut it back. Yeah, cut it back.
Pauline said that she didn't get those instructions. She thinks the nurse was just, pushing it a little. And it's funny because she acted like she was reading those instructions off of the sheet. And when I got home, all it said was, take it easy for a week. It didn't say anything about no laundry, no dishes, no cooking, no cleaning.
Well, they did tell her don't lift anything more than 5 pounds. So
she added that extra, but she acted like she was reading it.
That's because I was there and she wanted me to know it.
I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah, I did too. I thought it was good. Okay,
so Bobby says she's just wrapping the spokes with foil.
Okay.
I'd love to see that.
Really, Bobby? We'd like to see that.
Do we have any of those bicycle? Oh, yeah, we got a bunch of them.
Yeah. Do we have any bicycle rims?
Yeah, I have a bunch of them.
52 of them, Barb.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okie dokie. Sounds like a sculpture.
I know we have 50. We have 26 bicycles.
Right.
52 rims.
So what is everyone working on right now?
Well, we know what Bobby's working on.
Yeah.
So tell us what y'all are working on. If you have a show coming up, please let everybody know, because
where you're going to be.
Where you're going to be, and gosh, who knows, if you're close to us, we might pop in.
We might. If we can get everything together, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you have a question, remember, put it in the chat with a Q in front of it. That way Barb can find it quite easily. Those of you that are watching this on the rerun, we want to welcome you to the ARTyRV channel and remind you that we do this every Monday night at 7 p.m. So welcome to the ARTyRV channel. And those of you that are watching now, welcome back.
Welcome to the ARTyRV Livestream. We do this every Monday night at 7 o'clock.
Eastern time.
Carol said, okay, thanks. If I hold back the plating from the edges, do I have to do anything to seal the edge so nothing can get between the glass?
What you want, Carol, just put a clear piece of glass on that very edge up against the glass. You're going to have, it's going to want to be elevated a little bit. Just put a clear piece of glass so that you can foil that and seal that edge as well, since you do have to back it up, because you don't want moisture getting in there. So try and fill that void with a clear piece of window glass and some copper foil and solder. You should be able to do that.
Annette said she had the surgery and she hates all the drops. Yeah, I have to do drops 4 times a day in this eye and then in this eye before, and then there'll be both eyes. But I got a combo drop, so I don't have to do the 3 drops 4 times a day. I just do 1 drop.
1 drop 4 times a day.
It costs a little bit. It costs a little bit of money because Medicare won't pay for it. But yeah, I did
Yeah,
that.
but I think for the convenience of me and her doing 4 drops a day versus 16
That would
drops a
be a
day or
hassle.
12 drops a day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, she is healing up really well. So the nurse or the doctor was real happy with everything. So.
So I Am Alan is doing a trapezoid-shaped terrarium displaying the 4 elements: earth, wind, and fire, and water, utilizing lead cane. That sounds great.
Wow, Alan, that sounds great. I hope you're well, my friend. Yeah, that sounds.
to hear.
That sounds good.
That sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
Nancy B's working on her first kaleidoscope, a triangle one with the bits in a circle at the end of it.
Oh wow, that sounds cool.
That's a fun
Okay.
project. Like I said, send your completed projects
Yeah.
to the viewer showcase. It will be.
We will have a very outstanding
will it be
viewer
next-
showcase.
No, it will not. Will it be next Monday?
Yeah,
Yep, next Monday.
next Monday. Golly, y'all, it's
That's
almost
the
the 4th of
first.
July already.
Yep.
Independence Day.
Okay, if you have a question, put it in the chat. Pauline says she's working on her own project and hope she has it finished for the viewer showcase.
You see that, Pauline? He's on my shoulder tonight.
So we only have 3 likes and 55 people watching. People must be hot tonight and they don't care anything about ARTyRV. Ed, you got a bug on your shoulder.
Oh, zzz. Living on
Okay,
the swamp.
Libby from Australia is here.
Hey, wow. Hi, Libby. Thanks for tuning in.
She's working on 3 pieces, very large PVC pipe. I've done a platypus, a koala bear, koala bear, and a kangaroo.
Oh, wow. That sounds pretty interesting. See if we can't get a picture of those for the viewer showcase.
Oh, we'd love
next
to see
month.
that
That'd be
for the
awesome.
viewer
So,
showcase.
guys, remember the viewer showcase is the first Monday of every month, and you can send your pictures to viewershowcase@gmail.com. And then that way Barbara will get it. It doesn't go anywhere else but to the viewer showcase, and it's much easier for Barb to find.
Okay. Thank you, Ray. Viewer showcase at gmail.com.
Did I get it right?
Yeah,
Okay,
Ray
good.
just put it up.
Thank you, Ray.
That's a link.
Yeah, thank you, Ray. We appreciate it very much.
Yes.
Yeah, so guys, we've been really busy, of course, and we've got a lot of great things coming up. It is, of course, it's almost the end of June, and the new furnace for the glass blowing studio will be arriving late this week. So we're excited about that.
You have stained glass classes in July
We
and
do.
August and September.
Yep.
There's a few classes left. You can go to conwayglass.com and sign up if you're nearby, and we'd be happy to have you join one of our classes.
Yeah, I
a
think-
new schedule.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, that's
A new
okay.
schedule comes out August 15th for the hot shop classes. Make your own ornament, blow glass, and that's
Yeah, so
coming
and
up
then our
soon.
other 2 classes. So our July class is a beginner stained glass class, which is always fun and interesting. And then our August class is our lead light class. Is that right? Mm-hmm. And that class is full, but the beginner class still, I think, has 1 or 2 people slots available.
We'll send an email newsletter out on August the 15th. So if you're interested in taking any of our classes, watch for that newsletter and sign
Right.
up. There'll be a link there. Sign up because the classes sell out quick.
Right. And I mean, not just, Barbara's not just saying that to
I don't
say
just
it,
say it.
because
True.
they call out, I mean, they sell out like gone, you know. So because August 15th we'll have October classes, and there'll be 48 slots available for the October classes, and they'll fill up probably that day, August 15th.
Karen says she's working on her sanity. Good luck, Karen. And
Hey, we want to see some of those pictures. They really look pretty, Karen.
She's good. I saw some. She's going to send more. Dee Dee is working on a beach themed lantern for a friend.
Ooh, that
nice.
sounds
I saw some
nice.
lanterns today. The lanterns themselves were $30, and I thought about putting stained glass inside of them. How pretty they'd be. So
Yeah, that's a good idea, Barb. And they
I'm
really,
waiting for them to go on sale.
they
though. I
really
thought
were built.
$30
They were
was-
built well too. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not like they were just really really put together, not good. So.
Right. Okay. So if you like this live stream, hit the like button.
And if you don't like the live stream, hit the like button anyway.
If you like what we do, subscribe and you'll get notices when we go live.
Right. So, when you subscribe to our channel, all you have to do is right there above it is hit the notification bell. And then that will let you know each time that we pop in live or we're on the air. But remember, every Monday night, guys, at 7 p.m., we are live.
Diamond says, I've seen your older videos where you work with Armstrong glass. Do you ever use bullseye? What is your favorite glass to use?
Well, we do use bullseye because we have a lot of it in the back of the shop. And right now we're working on some projects to incorporate them into other projects. But my favorite glass to use, honestly, is Whism glass. It has such a variety of colors and color combinations, but more than anything, the annealing process, y'all. The annealing process of Whism glass is just stands by itself. So, and that's all I'm going to say about them because they're not paying me. No, they don't care.
It's a good glass.
It's a really good glass, and we've been in business for 37 years, and I used their glass prior to us going into business. So I've been using their glass I've been using their glass for probably 41 years. 41 years, Barb.
Cool.
So, and that's just a very short time of the life of Whism Glass Corporation. So, or Paul Whism Corporation. Yep.
That's right. Okay. If you have a question, just put it in the chat. We've got people from all over the world here.
We do.
So just put your question in the chat.
Yeah, back in the 80s, Barb, remember we had a huge supplier in Atlanta.
We did.
And then Armstrong was in Atlanta. And then we had Mount Airy Glass in Greer, South Carolina. Mm-hmm. And, Alan and Jill, of course, we've been friends with Alan and Jill now for a long time. So, yeah.
Yeah, you guys, I hope you guys are friends of ARTyRV on our Facebook page. ARTyRV has a Facebook page. Conway Glass has a Facebook page. I have a Facebook page, and Ed has a Facebook page. So, if you guys want to join our ARTyRV Glass Studio or our Conway Glass Facebook page, please send us a message and we'll friend you.
So we've been a little bit down this week just because, Barb had her eye operated on. And but we're getting right back into it. We'll be producing a couple of videos this week, and we're working on a long video. So
very long.
A very long video. But you know what? It's going to help not just everybody, but beginners are going to really want to pay attention to this video.
Well, it'll be fun. And
I think it'll be for everybody, actually.
Yeah, it'll be good.
It'll be for everyone.
It's going to take a little time. We're trying out a new thing, and I'm trying out my new eyes and see if I can do better.
Yeah, that's right. She's trying out her new eye. So that's good, y'all.
Okay.
That's good.
All right, Ed, you want to do a glass demo?
Yeah, I think we, got my Silver Snip 4000 here.
Okay.
And I really like this cutter. And I leave, you know what, I don't use it at the shop because I have my other cutter that I like, my personal cutter. So I leave this cutter here at home. I guess we can go to the, there we go. Well, there it is right there. Go figure. So this is my Silver Snip 4000. But what I wanted to show you, now this is a Whism glass, and I've already showed you this color. But what I wanted to show you is exactly what you're seeing. You see how it's light and dark and very, very simple models in this? This side, with the label on it, this is actually the smooth side. And it is very rough. Now I'm going to flip this over and let you see this side. There we go, right there. Okay. So, and then when you look at this side, this is an AQ of Whism, and I'm sorry that I don't know. I have forgotten what the AQ means, but it's very similar to Spectrum's water glass, except I think it's prettier. So this is the back side. See the texture from the mat? Absolute, still a gorgeous glass. Well, let's flip it over. Now this glass, on this side, you see these little lines in here and everything? That's the stuff you have to worry about when you're cutting or scoring your glass. And remember, like we've talked about, because a lot of you want to know if I do use my Silver Snip 4000, and I do. I use it right here at the house. I use it when we're videoing. And remember, you can see that unlike other cutters, the Silver Snip is backwards compared to the Toyo cutter, or the TC10 head. So anyway, but I want you to, if we go across this too fast, we're really going to mess it up. So what we're going to do is we're just going to cut it very slowly. And you can hear, now I'm coming off of the glass, but I'm coming off onto wood. Not everybody can do that because you don't have the right top on your table. But now there we go. What I can do is we're going to take a pair of running pliers here. We're just going to take a pair of running pliers. We're going to slide them up on there, and we're going to run this out. Just like that. Now, I'm not going to, just want to make sure that that's not going to fall. So I'm not going to, waste a lot of the glass, but I do want you to see this. Look how uneven that glass is. Okay? So a lot of times this will cause a problem, or you think it causes a problem even when you're copper foil it. That little bit of a bump in the glass, even though some parts of this may be a little taller than others, I think you'll find out that this will be okay. It's not that big of a, it's not like you're using drapery glass or anything. And this glass really, really, let me get my grousing pliers here. So this glass really cuts nice. And if you'll keep the cutter head at this angle right here, which is about, let's see, 90, probably 60 degrees, and just take your time. And when you come off, don't come off hard. You can come off, it's no big deal. But don't come off hard, because that's what cracks your glass. And that's what frustrates you. And the other thing is if you're coming off that hard, you're pushing way too hard on your glass cutter. So what we've done here, this is going to answer the question, what do you mean by chasing the run, Ed? I'm going to show you that, there you go, okay? So that shininess, or that refraction, I can't believe this is actually showing up so good. That refraction is the run. and that run is right to here, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get behind the run, and I'm going to pull down and away. Now, did you when that broke, did you see how that piece of glass flopped? Simply because all I was doing was holding my glass with my grousing pliers, and I was pulling down on this piece right here. So you can take this glass, and just like I did, turn it around, because this is where you finished. And we're going to take that and we're going to start the run. Just like that. And then we're going to come back and we're going to chase the run all the way down to the end. Okay? Now the other thing, you know, with this cutter is when I was running across the glass, I went down into a divot. So many of us make the mistake of picking up your glass cutter when you go into that divot. Don't do that. Just leave it in the divot and drive right out, okay? Just drive right out. And if you'll do that, your chances of salvaging the piece of glass that you want, even though there's that divot in it, are much greater than if you pick up your glass cutter and try and start it right beside it. It's just not going to work that way for you. So anyway, for glass cutting, I'm Ed, and hopefully all of these little techniques and little ways of breaking your glass will help you out and eliminate a lot of frustrations for you.
Okay, thank you, Ed. That was marvelous. We appreciate it. Great job. Carol R. has a question. When cutting heavily textured glass, I know you want to score it on the smooth side, but is it different cutting with the texture and cutting across the texture?
You know, Carol, we did a live stream. We did try that, and we used
a ripple.
We used a ripple, and then we used a bullseye. That was really real. The iridized bull. You know what I'm talking about? It was
Yeah, that was a booger.
Yeah, but we did find out that the glass cut better with the pattern. Let's say, Carol, if the pattern was going like this, the glass cut better if we scored it that direction as opposed to going cross the grain, I guess you would say. Kind of like a steak. It really cut good and was tender this way, but boy, it was a booger this way. And you're right. So yeah, it does happen. It's a little more frustrating cutting it against the grain, but I also think that you can't always cut a straight line with textured glass. But yeah, it does seem to really heavy textures, such as glasses like Yakagani and Uroboros that are really heavy textured and are reproduction glasses. They're a little stiffer to cut against the grain rather than with the grain. So.
Thank you. Libby wants to know, what is the best way to do a mosaic glass sky? What should I incorporate and shades of blue? It's a mosaic glass sky.
Well, if you're going to do, if you're doing a mosaic and you're doing skies, you probably want to do, of course, you want to use opaque glasses. So you could start out by looking at the blues that the Kokomo 2 blues is made of. It has 2 different blue. Actually, it has 3 blues in it, but they call the glass 2 blues. It's absolutely gorgeous for sky because it's light and dark and you don't need quite as many colors. But then the other thing you want to do is if you're going to do a sunrise or a sunset, which we've been doing a lot of lately, is you can bring down that color from the sky onto the landscape if it's a sunrise or a sunset, either one. So, but your blues, I don't have any opaque numbers in front of me to say, oh yeah, we'll go get this blue or that blue, but the Kokomo 2 blues is pretty ready available, and you would be able to use that for a lot of your mosaic and make it really pretty.
You do have that Kokomo box there. If you
Well, let me
wanted
go
to
get
look
that.
at it, and we could kind of look at some blues, right?
Yeah, we can do
Let's-
that. So this box, I did bring a sample box home the other week, guys.
Yeah.
And this box has been around for most of our 38 years in business.
So this is what we would do at the studio if someone said, okay, excuse me, okay, I want to work on a sky, I want to have a sky window, and we were meeting for that. We would just, prior to them coming in, we would pull the blues that we think are appropriate and the blues that we know are available from the manufacturer, and those are the blues that we would show them. And then we would follow up by either ordering a nice sheet or going to the factory and picking out a sheet in that color for the customer.
Or calling the factory and have them box everything up
Right,
that we
and
need.
box it up.
Because what you're going to get is you're going to find that in the factory sheet sizes are 32 by 42 or 32 by 32. So this is my sample kit of a Kokomo sample kit, and I'm just going to share this with you. There you go.
Okay, let me put up the close up and slide it so you can see the blues. There you go. So it's mixed up. Usually,
Yeah, so
sometimes we have it in order,
So-
but not usually.
Okay, so this is the 2 blues that I'm telling you about, okay? It's a Kokomo 123. There you go. So if you say, I'm looking for some Kokomo 123, this makes your brick and mortar store's job a lot easier. This is a pretty blue. If you're going to do something else with the sky, oh my. If you wanted to do this is a really pretty blue,
Turn it around.
opaque blue right here. Okay? So, and that's a Kokomo 39.
So let's see how that looks with the other one.
So these two actually look pretty good together. And then we'll come in here. Wrong
no.
blue. Hang on.
That might be nice, right?
Yeah. Okay, so what this is, all right, this is a 37 special. This is a 39. So you see how your opaque blues in Kokomo are down in the 30s, and the granite textures are in the 100 and 120s. There's another blue right here. This is really pretty. Kokomo makes dense color glass, and this is a 622D. D being really dense and absolutely gorgeous. But if look, we could come in, let's come up here and see what this looks like. Okay?
Can't see it.
This
Is that a, yeah?
is pretty. This is a Kokomo 64. Y'all, you're gonna see this in church window borders right here. This is a purple and blue opal. But look at this, hang on.
Ray wants to know how much the sample kits are.
Okay, Ray, sample kits right now are about $250, $275. They used to be $100, but I tell you, y'all, here's the thing. Go ahead, hon.
They
I'm
keep
sorry.
them updated.
Once you purchase a sample kit, they send you. They've quit sending us samples years ago because we haven't, kept them updated. But what I want you to see, they're between $200 and $400, right? So what I want you to see,
That's the clear.
these are the clear textures that Kokomo offers. Y'all, this 33 granite cat paw is out of this world. It's a beautiful glass. This is a clear granite cat's paw. You see the GCP granite cat's paw, y'all. They make it simple for everybody, including Ed.
Now show them how they can put that with another color and see how that would look.
So if you want, okay. So let's just say, for instance, we wanted. I want to get you a transparent color that you can kind of see. So they do make a 48 granite cat's paw, and this, y'all, is what it would look like. The shade of green, but with the cat's paw texture. See the difference? It would have this texture to it. So Kokomo offers about 10 different clear textures. Here's another option. This is a 47 LL. So remember, guys, in the LL business, it means it's got clear running through it. So this is a beautiful root beer amber with clear running through it. My suggestion, and I've found out over the years, that this sample kit will pay for itself the first time you need to spend time ordering glass and you have no idea what you're ordering. This will save you time. It'll make you a hero. Look at this. It will make you a hero.
Yes.
It'll make you a hero in your customer's eyes, okay? So these are all, and this is just, again, this is a Kokomo kit. This is a Kokomo 125 LL. LL being clear. It's got clear running through it.
Okay, Ed Hoy sells sample box for $156.
That's good. So I said about $200. You got to pay the freight on them, and they weigh about 25 pounds. So just keep that in mind.
Well worth it.
It's well worth it, y'all. Here's the thing. And you want to confuse your customer? Show them this box. Don't ever do that. When they're on their way, you pull the colors for them.
And it's good to call ahead where you're going to be ordering
And
from.
see if they have it in
have it in
stock.
stock. Call your local glass shop. Say, can you get this for me? Just do a little prep before your customer actually comes.
Y'all, it makes life a lot easier. And
Thank you, Ray.
So Ray put up Ed Hoy's, and Ed Hoy's stocks a lot of glass. And then you have Franklin in Ohio, and you got Sunshine, and Whittemore Durgan in Massachusetts. So there's a lot of people around, and some of them may be close to your area where you can actually go pick out the glass and hands-on pull it out of the rack and put it in a crate. So anyway, I've been wanting to share this sample box with y'all because,
and we'll share some more.
Let me show them a pink. This is a beautiful color here, y'all. This is a 52. Get your checkbook out. It's a beautiful piece of glass, and it's expensive, but it's a pink, and it's definitely opaque. It's dense. It makes the most gorgeous flowers you've ever seen. Let me show you this texture here that Kokomo makes.
What is that?
Look at that. Oh, let me see if I can find it. Let me see. I have never seen it. I just saw it in there, but it's a texture that they make.
MLY.
There it is. It's called a V. Must be a V groove. Anyway, y'all see what I'm talking about? It's just, you know, if you can do the 159 for the sample kit, get one coming to you UPS right away.
Okay.
I know that Amazon doesn't have them, and we don't have them on our page because they have to be bought from distributors. So here we go, and everybody.
I don't have it on the.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was closing up the sample box.
I'm sorry.
You know.
We'll keep that here for a while in case you have any Kokomo
in case
questions.
you have any Kokomo questions, I will keep this here because my and I may bring the Whism home. Now you'll find Kokomo. Their samples are, you saw how big they are, and Whism sample kit are 1.25 inches wide and 2.5 inches long. So they're narrow and very narrow and tall as Whism's sample kit. But Whism makes a ton of clear textures, and they transfer all of those textures to their transparent glasses. So.
Ray put up the link for the Kokomo 2 Blues, and he put up.
It's
the
a
link to
beautiful.
Ed Hoyce.
It's a beautiful glass. Right?
It is a beautiful.
That 2 Blues, and they make a glass called 2 Greens. I didn't see it. I'm sure it's in here. I just didn't see it from the edge. But the 2 Greens is really pretty. If you want a variegated leaf pattern without using a bunch of colors and allowing a sheet to do work for you, the 2 Greens will do it too. So.
Nancy B wants to know, why does it matter that your cutting wheel is at 60 degrees?
It doesn't. It doesn't. Some people cut with their cutter straight up and down. But I will tell you this: if you lay it down too far, if you lay it down too far, then this touches the glass. And some people in the beginning, okay, in the beginning, thank you, Barb.
You're welcome.
In the beginning, when they start cutting glass, they put the cutter and they down on the glass, and they wonder why it's not cutting. And it's because they got the cutter laying down too flat.
Now, you told him about this cutter, how the screw is on the bottom.
On the back side of it, right. So you really have to be careful with the Silver Snip 4000. Now, I don't have my personal cutter here because
It's not here.
It's not here. We took the day off today. And
we didn't really take the
we didn't really take the day off, but
Paperwork.
we didn't go to the shop. So anyway, my cutter's at the shop. But the reason I say 60 degrees, but let's see, hang on. That right there is the angle that I score my glass at right there. Okay? So if that's 90, that's probably 60. 90, that's probably 60. It's just a habit. And again, you know what, Susan, you may cut, or Nancy, you may use your cutter straight up and down. And a lot of people do. And it's okay, because you know what? We all have our own techniques. I'm not trying to tell you how to cut glass. What I'm doing is sharing with you my techniques, and hopefully it'll help relieve some of the frustration that those of you that are just learning how to cut glass are feeling. So try it many different ways, and if the cutter doesn't feel good in your hand, get another one. Get a different glass cutter, because you need to be comfortable while you're cutting glass.
Denise from Albuquerque wants to know, does density affect ease or difficulty of cutting?
It does. It does. But the other thing is no matter how dense the glass is or how many colors are stacked up, they're all gonna, you may hear the glass cutter, the score, and you may not. But keep in mind, don't change the pressure of your glass cutter in your hand just because you can't hear the score. I promise you, all that means is the glass is very dense, but the molecules are being separated, and it should work out just fine.
Nancy B says she uses the Kokomo on Tiffany style lampshades.
Exactly.
Gorgeous.
Exactly.
Let's see.
Yeah, because see, there you go again. Kokomo makes beautiful opaque glasses. And a lot of Kokomo glasses are what you see in churches now, because they're really, they're selling their glass to the church window people.
Matt is using the V glass called Vertigo.
Vertigo pattern. Yeah.
He's cutting some in gold now.
Cool.
He thinks it's called Vertigo. That makes sense.
That makes sense because it got me all dizzy.
It looks like it. Right?
Yeah, man, that's pretty
it's
cool.
It's a good name for it, but yeah, I believe that is.
I like that.
Okay.
And we had that opaque piece. It was almost like a teal. Where is that? That was that piece right there. Isn't that pretty? It was that piece right there. It's
yeah.
Here we go. It's a.
That one says ML.
It's a 6. Yeah, it must be the color is the ML, the density of it.
Yeah.
And then the V is the vertigo, which is making me dizzy. That's so pretty. I'm going to have to get some of that. Thanks for letting me know about that. I appreciate it. So.
Oh, Pauline wants to know where that.
It's on my it's on the window. Not in the window. It's on the window. Oh, there you go. That's what they send you right there, guys.
Pauline wants to know. We had sent her
some black
video
glass
with some numbers of glass on it. I don't know, Pauline.
Pauline, we're old. I'm just kidding.
I think you can do a search, and I'm not sure which video that is.
Which one?
I'd have to go and look at the
Was it
shop.
the black glass for the jewelry she was wanting to work on?
No, she said we sent her a video of different colors of glass with the numbers. Can I go back on the site and somehow find where it is? And she also wants to know where Miss Mary is.
Miss Mary
went for a walk.
Went for a walk. I think Taylor's sitting outside with her. We got her some new treats today, and she really, I think she is enjoying them.
Yes.
So she's outside. You know what? The fact that we don't pay her any attention, and she's like, it's like, you guys are our company, and we're talking to you guys instead of her, and she just gets so bent out of whack. I don't know. Because we give her our undivided attention throughout the rest of the day. You'd think she could leave us alone for an hour and a half or so.
Really, really. Okay, we have a question from Karen. When you look at glass, do you see or envision something? Why am I going to be glass broke?
Because you're envisioning too much.
No, you're having too much fun. That's
you're having
why.
too much fun, Karen. Actually, you know what? There are some glasses, and my father, because that was my dad's job when he worked with us, is he would actually go to our suppliers and have a list, but then he would also walk around the warehouse, and he would come back. He'd say, Ed, I tell you, I think I owe you some money. I was like, what do you mean you owe me some money? Yeah, there's just a couple pieces of glass I just could not leave up there without. So, of course, he never owed us any money, but boy, he used to pick out some pretty glass, didn't he, Barb?
He did.
And then he would make some sort of a window out of it, and we'd frame it and hang it up front, and it would sell because the glass was just so unusual in that particular window. So, but yeah, he'd leave here in Conway, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, get to our supplier before lunch, have the truck loaded, and be back in Conway unloading the truck by 4:30. So it was he just wanted to do that, and that's what we let him do as he got older. That's what he wanted to do. So.
We had a question of where we get the sleeves from. We get those from our Amazon page.
Yeah, they're on our Amazon shopping link on our.
They're right here. We have a couple different ones.
Yeah, we have white ones, and then we have ones that are multicolor.
Oh, I have pink ones. And,
Yeah,
but,
Barbara has a pair of pink ones.
But on our page, you'll see, I'm pretty sure there's a variety of colors. Yeah, there is. Okay,
So they don't just cover up, just your forearm. They actually, when I'm working on stained glass, and I don't have my arms laying in the lead, because I'm always working from the bottom to the top and from the left to the right, and that way this isn't laying inside the lead. But you know what? They're also good for, I work in the yard in them, because I found as I've gotten older, my skin is much thinner, and trimming bushes and things like that isn't.
Sorry about that. Ray's got it up too, but
Okay,
this
thank you,
one
Ray.
goes to our Amazon page, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm glad you were cutting
Thank you, Ray.
that pattern, Matt, because I had no idea what it was, and it's probably been a long time since I opened this box up. So.
Well, Karen's got to go. Darn
All
it,
right,
girl.
Karen, tell your man hi for us.
And I think that we're going to have to go. Are you going to do another glass demo? Do we have any? Christine was asking what cutters everybody uses. Carol says she used a Toyo. Cindy says she's very shaky when she cuts glass.
Oh, you may be pushing down too hard, Cindy. You may be pushing down too hard if you're shaking when you're cutting glass. So a lot of times that'll do it because you're putting pressure on it. And when you put pressure on your hands, they kind of move a little bit. They don't move a lot, but shaking usually isn't good. Try slowing down and putting less pressure on your glass cutter and see if that helps you.
Yeah, that may help. Now, were you going to do another glass demo?
I can. You know what? Because I got the Silver Snit 2000 here, and so I'll share a different glass cutter with everybody.
Let's try that.
So I wanted.
Jules says she likes the Toyo custom grip. That might help you. That custom grip is really a nice little cutter. Do you have?
You see what I mean about the box got some water on it?
We got flooded, and the box made it through the flood.
Yeah, the box made it through the flood. Y'all, I'm gonna have to stand up to move this, so I'll be back.
It's okay. We're all right. We can. Do you have the 5,000 as well?
I don't have a 5,000. I have a 2,000 and a 4,000.
He said he has a 2,000 and a 4,000. Is the 5,000 for 1/8 inch glass? I'm not sure. If it's not, then he wouldn't have it. It has a different cutter wheel on it. But
Typically, the cutters that I buy have a 140 degree angle wheel on them, and that way I can use them for just about anything. This wheel here, this wheel is honed down. This is in the 140s here. This is, it's definitely a sweet.
it's a cute little thing.
It really is.
We have some short videos on that cutter.
This is here we go. Oh, it's blue on blue, y'all. So let me put it over here. There we go. So this is the Silver Snit 2000. The head does not move. It's very well built. It's got a finger grip up here, and it's got a small breaker on this end. So let me just share this with you. I mean, this cutter feels really good in your hand. It sounds good. It feels good. And let me show you the edge that it leaves. Look at that. Really nice. Sweet edge. So, a good way that you can tell, because this cutter is brand new, a good way that you can tell if you're pushing too hard on your glass cutter is this right here. I'm just going to show you. And I want you, before we start, look at the edge on the glass here. Okay, look at that edge. See it? Am I getting it on there? Yeah. See that edge? Okay, so that is an edge that has pretty much the right amount of pressure on it. So let's get an edge that you really just, that you're doing too much pressure on. So when you push down on your cutter, if your fingertip is turning white, you're putting way too much pressure on it. So let's run this out. And I want you to see this edge now. See like the little shark's teeth that are way down into the glass? See them? Hang on. There it is. See how the edge is down in the glass? That's because I was pushing so hard. And when I got to this end, guys, when I got to this end, it actually started running by itself because I was pushing so hard on the glass cutter. But now if I do want to take a pattern, oh, that's a good angle, huh, Barb? Mm-hmm. If I do want to take a pattern out of this, and I just drove right off the screen. So you'll find if you haven't tried this Silbersnit 2000 yet, you'll find that it really works well for both pattern and straight cutting. And just remember, because it doesn't have an oil reservoir, just dip it in some oil every now and then. It doesn't need to be flowing out of it like a bunch of juices. Just dip your glass cutter in some oil with a little bit of cotton ball in it and some machine oil or sewing machine oil. Just a couple little dips. And guess what, guys? You are dancing with the Silbersnit 2000. And always remember, no matter what, don't pick up your glass cutter just because you fall into a crevice. I hope that helps everybody.
Thank you, Ed. Nancy B wanted to know what the purpose of the moving head is on the cutter. She doesn't like it on the Toyo pistol grip.
Oh, I hate it on the pistol grip.
I know it.
You know,
sometimes you have to put your little fingers on both sides.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what Barbara said, Nancy. Sometimes you have to put both index fingers on it and got it like this. The other thing is you can loosen that screw up and push it all the way up and tighten it. But what you're going to find then, the oil reservoir doesn't work. But you can slide that head up by loosening the set screw on the front, slide it all the way up till it's tight against the housing there, and tighten that screw up, and then that usually will stop it from rotating. Hate is a very strong word. I despise the pistol grip cutter for that reason.
Okay, thank you, Ed. Livinth wanted to know, why don't you wear protective gear when handling glass?
I wear protective gear when we're handling big glass, but when we're working with sheet glass and art glass, I don't cover my hands up because I need to be able to feel what I'm doing. And after working with this stuff for so long, I've just become accustomed that I know where it is at all times.
Now, when he's handling sheet
Big
glass,
sheets of glass, yeah.
He'll use protective gear.
Sleeves.
And there's all kinds of protective gear.
Right.
And he wears sleeves. And, yeah.
Well, I wear wrist
protective
protectors so that I don't slip my wrist. And, wear sleeves that cover your shoulders and come down your arms so nothing falls, right in here. Things like that, but yeah.
Wear what you feel is necessary and you feel
For
comfortable
what you're doing.
with.
Yeah.
For what you're doing. Definitely, if you don't feel safe, wear the protective gear.
Yeah, if you don't feel comfortable, there's nothing wrong with it.
Pauline says she puts her finger on the top of the cutter.
Okay, keep it from rotating. I tell you, it really is that. And I tell people that when we go to the classes, or we have classes, when we have the beginner stained glass class. This cutter is really a nice cutter, but it may move too much, because anything that you can, that is straight like this and you can turn it, you can turn the handle like that, is a little bit too much.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, Miss Mary's in the cam. You guys are looking at the end that she shows us all the time too.
Okay.
She's so polite.
Yeah, she's so sweet. Okay, guys, it's 8:05, and we're going to go get some pizza.
Yeah, we're having pizza
And
tonight,
We're having
guys.
pizza tonight. And
I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And if you're going to watch this on the rerun, just to pick up on some cutting tips or anything, thank you again for coming back to us and watching our videos.
please subscribe, give us a thumbs up.
That's right.
And join the ARTyRV Fan Club if you like. And if you have any questions, and we release a video and you have any questions, just put them in the comments, and we try to get back every couple days and answer all the questions.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, and if you think of a question after we sign off tonight, just jot it down and catch us on Monday night at 7 o'clock, and we will try to answer it. And if we can't, somebody out there in our viewer land can help us answer it. So,
Yeah.
guys, thank you so much. And for the ARTyRV channel, I'm Ed.
And I'm Barb.
Good night, guys.
Good night, guys. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next week.